We're back now with our Pink Power series. Robin Davis is an Emmy Award-winning journalist and a two-time breast cancer survivor. She's also a Today Show freelance producer. After working for more than a decade in television in New York City, Robin decided to shake up her life and move to Paris. But she never imagined her new beginning would also include cancer.
Robin chronicles her journey in a new book. It's called Surviving Paris, a memoir of healing in the City of Light. We'll talk to Robin in just a bit, but first, here's her story.
For more than a decade, I was living my best life in New York City, working my dream job as a television producer and traveling the world. But I was looking for something more. So at the peak of my journalism career, I took a leap of faith. I traded in the city that never sleeps for the City of Light. But the bright life I pictured in Paris dimmed quickly. In 2018, after starting my new job, I found a lump in my breast. Tests confirmed my worst nightmare. I was 34 years old, healthy, with no family history, and I was diagnosed with breast cancer. Navigating a foreign healthcare system with my broken French was more than I bargained for. But I wasn't going to let cancer dictate my life. When France won the World Cup that summer, I celebrated from my hospital bed while recovering from my mastectomy. And when I faced cancer for the second time, I turned chemo into a party. Today, I'm happy to say I've been cancer-free for 4 years, and I couldn't be more grateful.
Robin, good morning.
Good morning.
So great to have you here to share this story. And, you know, I mean, we heard some of your cancer journey there. Some people might just want to put it behind them, but you wanted to write this story. Why now?
Well, I think when a lot of Americans think about moving to Paris, they think about Emily in Paris. And as I say in the book, this is not that story at all. So I didn't move to Paris. I didn't immediately find love. I went through something extremely devastating. And I never saw stories of women that looked like me, people that had gone through something so terrible abroad and making it through. So after my second battle with cancer, I thought, why don't I write the story I wish I could have read?
Wow.
You know what's amazing is that, I mean, you're healthy, you're in your 30s, no family history of this, and you're in a foreign country. What were those challenges like, and how did you keep this attitude up that seems to, you know, just permeate your story?
Well, yes, I was 34. I had no partner, no family, and broken French, as I mentioned. It was difficult. It was incredibly difficult. But I did have friends, and my family was able to come over when they could. And they really helped me to advocate for myself, helped me to get through. My friend went with me to my appointments. Because when you're diagnosed with cancer, you don't really hear everything the doctor is saying. So she was writing notes for me. She was helping me to, okay, ask this question, ask that question. And that was really helpful for me.
We heard you leaned on someone that a lot of us lean on from time to time. I know I certainly did, and that was Hoda. She always seems to have the perfect advice for whatever the situation is that you're in. What did she tell you, or something that I heard that stuck with you?
Yes, after my mastectomy, I reached out to Hoda. She was the only breast cancer survivor that I knew, and I knew her from my time at NBC. And she invited me to her dressing room, and I just cried. Honestly, I just sobbed. And I told her everything I was going through, and something that was on my mind was dating, which is kind of crazy to go through that and think about dating. But I said, how do I date as a breast cancer survivor? And she said, you know, you're going to meet a higher quality man now, having gone through this, because they are the only ones that can deal with someone that's gone through something so devastating. So that was helpful. And then throughout the years, she's given me a lot of advice that my life doesn't look the way I thought it would look, but I can still go out and grab my joy.
You write that cancer is a very lonely journey, and here you are over in Paris, your family's over here. Did you ever think maybe I should go back to the United States to get care so I can be with the people I love? Like, how did you make it work over there?
I thought about it, but honestly, from diagnosis to mastectomy was very quick. It was about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. And so if they wanted to operate that quickly, I didn't know if I would have the time to come back to the U.S., get insured, go through the test again. So I decided to stay. And honestly, I'm really glad that I stayed. And the second time, especially during COVID, I stayed, and I'm glad for that.
Well, we're glad you did, and you shared your story, Robin.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Can you stick around New York and have a good time for just a little bit before you go back?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
But she's going back to Paris. So.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. It was so nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for being here. Surviving Paris is available now.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.